Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 32 of the HomeRow podcast. I am one of your hosts, Joe McAllister. I don't remember if I start with myself or not, but I'm joined by the ever lovely Doxy. Now it's all coming back. What's up, Dox?
Oh, not a lot. How are you, Joe?
I'm fantastic.
How are you, Brian?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling lovely as ever. Whew, I'm tired though, and it's warm here.
But the
Yeah,
heat.
It's fucking hot here too. It sucks.
Do you ever notice that just heat in general makes you feel more tired?
Yes.
Yeah? But I can never fall asleep if I'm too hot.
Temperatures in either direction really make me feel a lot more tired.
I mean, the temperature gets extreme enough and you just go to sleep forever.
That is true, and
Anyway,
All right.
let's kick this show off with a bang. So it is E3. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm also joined by the ever lovely Quiglin, who we did a
Hello.
pseudo intro, but you know us by now.
I will introduce
World
myself
famous.
if it's necessary.
It's E3 week. It's super exciting. There's plenty of news, but we're actually not going to touch on any news this week, except for the Kojima Korner, of course. But we figure you're probably not coming to us for news, so we're going to come back with thoughts and opinions once we've watched everything and kind of soaked in all this joyous goodness, because some of those press conferences also don't give you the full story. So we're kind of waiting for some things to surface up, and you can look forward to all that on a future episode, and probably a very long one because it was an action-packed E3. Are you? Oh God, we're not gonna have this conversation. I almost screamed at one of my friends because they said nothing happened at E3.
Oh,
I
I'm
haven't
not
been
saying
able to
nothing
watch
happened.
it all. Ugh.
I'm not
Is it as
saying
good as
that
last year's?
I think it was pretty
Sony
good.
is, but that's about it. I don't think.
Bethesda and EA, well, different show. Different.
Okay. it's
Different
fine.
show.
No, it's cool. It's
Different
cool. You're
show.
wrong, but it's cool.
That's not how this is going down. Keep in mind that I edit this show. I don't actually edit it, but I will edit this one. I can make you say whatever I want, Brian. The power is right here. Anyway, we're going to use this opportunity during E3 to kind of just catch up with each other, catch up on what games we've been playing, and, of course, we're going to stop by the Kojima Korner because we have to.
What we do?
It's
Should we jump right into
our boy.
Kojima? I think we should do Kojima first.
All right, let's jump into the Kojima Korner.
Welcome to Kojima Corner. It's our jingle.
It was good.
Yeah.
I gotta animate something. So yes, this week on the Kojima Corner, we knew that Sony and Kojima were working together on something. We did not know what it was, other than weird skull-faced dude in a spacesuit, and then they showed his face, and then that face I don't believe is the same as what we saw on the E3 stage, which was a naked Norman Reedus holding a baby that we think came from him, and the umbilical cord looked like a power cable. It wasn't an actual.
Yeah, I don't. And then there was oil.
It was weird.
And
It
then
was.
And then the handprints.
It was full blown Kojima. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
especially early on. Like, hey guys, I'm working on something. I don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. Watch this. This is crazy, right? That's Norman Reedus' butt cheeks.
More like
Yeah.
full frontal Kojima. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right?
Nailed it, Doc.
Okay. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
I'm
Now
just
I
waiting
really
for-
need to.
What
It's.
I'm waiting for is for absolutely none of that to be in the game itself.
Oh, I
None of
bet.
it.
I bet nothing like that will be there. It's.
Nope.
I just like there's. You can't describe it to somebody, and then when you watch it, it doesn't get any better. Like, it doesn't clear things up. Like, oh yeah, I get it now. No.
In some ways, it's almost like watching a Kubrick film, because sometimes there are points in a Kubrick film where you're like, I know what I watched was good, but I really don't know why.
Yeah. I've been informed that this is fantastic.
Yeah,
My intuition tells me this is good.
right.
It
Like,
is.
in my brain, it makes sense, and then it goes to my mouth, and it just comes out as handprints and Norman Reedus
I don't even
holding
think.
a baby.
I don't even think it makes sense in my brain. There's nothing about it, Doxy, that I can
Even
tell
like
you.
your lizard brain?
No.
Like, You didn't look at it and just be like, "This is art."
No.
honestly, Docs, that's how I feel. It was kind of like you're like looking at it, you're like, I really like this, but I really cannot tell you why.
Okay.
Because it is
that's my
fucking
jam.
out there.
I'm into
It
that.
is fucking out there.
All right, I'm excited. Fucking Naked Norman Reedus is all you had to say to me. But throw in some Kojima and some weird art, like I'm for it. I'm for it.
Yeah.
I'll definitely watch it. I'll definitely give you my notes.
Yes, do that. It's gonna be
Don't be
fantastic.
surprised if all they say is boy yo 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 yo.
It's looking at some of the screenshots, it's I don't know, it's got this weird, did either of you see Oblivion? Tom Cruise, weird space sci-fi movie.
Talking about the video game, I was like, no.
Did you see the masterpiece
None of us.
cinematic that was Oblivion? It's got a kind of Oblivion feel, but like Brian said, like a weird Kubrick take on. It's so fucking weird. But yeah, I'm still excited about it. We have a title, which is Death Stranding.
Stranding, yes.
Sure.
Right.
Sure. Yeah.
No idea, but okay.
Yeah. Fucking cool. Kojima's one of those people though, where even though everything I've said, like I don't know if I get it, I don't think I comprehend what is happening. It is sure I'm watching art, but I still like it doesn't all. The 1 and 1 does not make 2 to me in this thing. I'm still gonna buy this game.
Yeah,
You kind of have to, right?
well, yeah. I mean, Joe's gonna buy it. Let's be clear on that.
I mean, it's still something that at least garnered enough interest for me to be like, yeah, all right. I'm still at that point that I bought in. But if it, is a Dynasty Warriors with, I'd still play that. Yeah, I'd still play that.
So to me, what this says at the end is Sony is so far ahead in the game that they could be like, we're just going to trot out Kojima because we can, and he's going to show something that you're not going to understand, that we don't even understand. But we have won this console generation so badly already. It doesn't matter. We could put fucking flying monkeys out here, and you would just eat it up. Like that is kind of what it was. Like we can pull out Kojima. That's it. Like we don't have to do anything else.
By the way, when did Kojima's boner for Norman Reedus start? Because like they've been determined to work together for a while now.
Yes.
I think they were just super bummed by PT/Silent Hills. Like to the point. I bet if Del Toro could, he would work on it too. Or not could, but wanted to enough. I think he's just burned because the only 2 times he's tried to get into games, he's been burned.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he's at the point where he's like, I'm not sure if I'm cursed or not, but I probably shouldn't be involved.
Yeah, I think he's just like, screw it, I can make movies that people will see, as opposed to these games that just, it seems like it's harder for him to get a game made than it is to get a movie greenlit.
Yeah. And then Norman Reedus went on Twitter or Instagram afterwards and just blasted Konami.
Really? Good.
Yeah, just full blast.
Good.
Finger guns. I know that one. I know the meme finger guns.
Good. I'm glad we're on top of our memes, our memes.
Finger guns. Finger guns.
Yeah. 60s cartoon, Yosemite Sam.
You got the beard.
It was a firefight. Speaking of Norman Reedus, nobody
Oh
knew that
yeah,
face?
yeah, Boondock
Well,
Saints. Man, that sequel.
That was Willem Dafoe. But
That
still.
sequel was not good.
Yeah.
That sequel was
No.
awful.
Oh, no. Yeah,
Look
that
at
sequel
to
should
be
not
honest,
exist.
Be honest, Boondock Saints, the first movie is a bad movie, but it's enjoyable to watch.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, it is. It is not the greatest movie, and then they
It
just
is not
didn't.
a cinematic masterpiece by any means.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's enjoyable.
It's so fucking bad good.
Bad good.
And not like The Room bad good. Like
Not like Troll 2. Yeah.
Avatar bad good.
Like Leprechaun 4, Leprechauns in Space, or
Any
whatever it was.
any leprechaun. Let's be real.
In all seriousness, I think the 4th one was in space. Was like something about the leprechaun being in space.
It was.
Yeah,
Yep.
Leprechaun did go to space.
Yep. I seen
Wow.
it. It was really good. It wasn't. It was okay. It was funny.
It was like
You know exactly what you're getting into when you're watching Leprechaun 4 in space. Like, you're not there for the shining.
Like the Jason one in space. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, man.
How did we get here?
Horror movies kind of suck. Although, I did see one last year called It Follows. It's fucking awesome. You guys seen It Follows?
I was underwhelmed, and everybody loved it so much. I was really underwhelmed.
Oh, man. It was a creep show, and I loved it.
But
I like those uneasy, make you feel weird movies. And that was definitely one of those.
Man, I want to talk about Resident Evil so bad now. No, it's cool. We'll wait till next week. I'll talk about it next week because I just want to gush.
Well, there's a demo out now, isn't there?
Yeah, I haven't played it yet,
Oh.
but yes, there is.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay,
PS
we'll
Plus
wait until
account.
after you play the demo.
I'll go play it, then I'll gush about it afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, I need
I
that.
think me and my boyfriend are gonna play it too.
Ooh. Did you, so, do you know the news about it? Like
you
it-
can play it both in regular and VR. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's Doc. Did you know that? You can Resident Evil is like in VR. It's gonna be probably
Yeah.
amazing.
I heard that they're like returning to the more horror side of action horror.
Uh,
So
well,
that's exciting.
They had
The trailer
to.
was super creepy. It was super creepy.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
all right. God, different show.
I mean-
Different show.
Different show. Yeah.
Different
I
show.
just- Go ahead.
Who?
we got?
Well, who wants to go first? What have we been playing?
Okay,
I've been playing
let's-
so much since it's been a while.
I want to bring up one more thing just because we were just talking about Kojima and PT and whatever. Is the cancellation of
Allison Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are super bummed
Come on.
about that.
Come on.
Myself included. Yeah. It's too bad.
Did they state why? I actually missed kind of the news story.
I don't.
I'm sure it was either they ran out of budget or like there were artistic differences. Those are like the two main reasons that video games don't work out, right? Like budget or beef.
Well, oh, never mind. I was gonna say, let me take a look at this because the Allison Road Twitter on June 4th said, "Hi all, sadly Allison Road had to be canceled. Statement to come in the next few days. Thanks for your support. And very sad it came to this." Maybe we should have seen the writing on the wall. The last Allison Road Twitter update was February 29th. But anyway, then there's a Facebook post that just says, "Hi all, after a long consideration between Team 17, which I'm pretty sure is the Worms publisher, and ourselves, we have reached a mutual agreement to end our collaboration on publishing Allison Road under Team 17's games label. Here we go. Sometimes things pan out differently than expected as game development and publishing have so many layers of complexity. We'd like to especially thank everyone for their support throughout. It has and always will be appreciated." That kind of leaves things open to
Nah,
me.
it was beef. It's gotta be.
Well, I think it means, I was meaning more like it doesn't necessarily signal that this is completely over, unless Team 17 bought the IP.
Oh, okay.
Because they basically said, after consideration between the two, we've reached an agreement to end our collaboration on publishing Allison Road under Team... Like, the wording is very specific that they are not publishing with Game 17, or
Like
Team
there's
17.
hope
anymore.
there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm reading into it too much, or it's just a poorly worded. Maybe it's not as...
The Twitter one sounded a little bit more final.
The Twitter one, yeah, you only have 140 characters. Like, you pretty much have to come across and say, "Sorry, it's canceled. Don't wait for this."
Yeah.
But who knows?
it's-
Maybe next year at E3, Sony will bring Allison Road up.
Such a bummer.
Yeah, hopefully somebody buys that and like makes it happen.
Such a bummer.
Yeah. That does really suck, especially when there's differences like that. You always wonder, I wish that we could get more insight. Maybe we will. It just seems like with stories like this, there's a opportunity for somebody to come forward and be like, "Well, here's what happened. You know, we wanted to take the game this direction, and maybe that was the wrong choice, or maybe the publisher stepped in and said, no, you got to make it more action-focused." No.
Yeah, that's
You know.
entirely possible.
And a crafting system. No.
What?
I'm sure that shit happens all the time. But that stuff is interesting. Does suck, though, especially for horror games. Horror fans in particular. But with that cancellation, there is new Resident Evil that does look like it will do something.
It It'll scratch the itch.
Yeah.
Which is what we were saying about fucking Allison Road versus PT.
That's true.
Yep. Okay.
Man.
All right. Back to what we've been playing, Joe. What have you been playing?
I have to remember the last time that we actually spoke, because it's been a lot of... I might as well just start with Overwatch, because it has been a decent amount of Overwatch. Hasn't been nearly as much as I think Doxy has gotten in. But it is such a good game. Such a good game. Such just a really good game, you guys.
No, it's garbage.
Very eloquent
It's trash.
of you.
It's
Don't buy it. It's the worst.
It is. The funny thing is, I can see the complaints and I can see the cracks in the game in terms of, like, for me, what would turn me off this game is what I've heard echoed from a lot of people that don't get into competitive multiplayer games as much or as frequently, which is when I start to care about who is carrying the team and who is dragging us down, and if I'm not performing my role. Like, that's why I don't play MOBAs, because I know that I wouldn't be able to get in and perform a tank duty, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just going to be clicking around like an idiot. Thankfully, there's just play against the AI, which is a good stress reliever after a hard day. And I can stomp the AI. But I can see where I would get...
drink the losing team's tears. That's where it's at. Fucking destroy them. And then they're like, your character's so broken. You're just like, nah, dog. I'm just real good. No,
McCree all day. It's high noon.
Speaking of... well, actually, I want to hear what Doxy has to say about the game before I ask a question about the nerfing.
I have not gotten any work done since it came out. All I do is play. I am ranked number 225 in the world as May.
Damn!
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty stellar.
Really,
awesome.
really love Overwatch. Really love Overwatch.
Awesome.
And my number is fucking... I'm getting better every day, too. Like, every day. And, like, people will come into my chat and watch me play when I stream it and be like, Doxy, you need to do this and this and that as May. And I'm just like, bitch.
Don't tell me what I need to...
What is May?
Don't tell me my May business.
You're like 224. What do you think about that?
May's Bay, bitch. I know what's up. No, but seriously, please stop telling me to use my icicles. I know when to use my icicles. I know when to use them. Anyway, yeah, I love it. I love the game. It's phenomenal. I wish that I think the matchmaking system is fantastic. I think that once you've either beaten or been beaten by a team enough times, it'll be like finding a more balanced team and stuff. That's superb. They do a great job. Whatever algorithms they're working with there, they nailed. They did a good job. But I wish if I could change one thing about the game, you wouldn't be able to have two of the same character on one team.
What do you mean, like 6 Bastions?
Yes. Which really is totally counterable. Like each character has a hard counter in another character, but sometimes when you have two of the same character, having two of their counter, or even like one counter on the other team is not enough to take on both of them, and two counters on the other team is going to hit your team in a different set of testicles. You know what I like? It's gonna weaken you in another aspect. So it's like it's obvious that they drew so much inspiration from MOBAs for this game, right? I don't understand why they wouldn't do some more of the traditional MOBA balancing things, like only allowing one of any given character on a team. It's just like there are certain maps that either need to be changed or they need to take away the ability to be more than one of the same character on one team. In my humble opinion. As a game developer. No, I'm just kidding.
I think they are bringing up a competitive mode, which might actually do that. I don't know if that's part of the patch notes, so don't quote me on that, but I know that they're patching in a more, like an actual a menu option for competitive mode, as opposed to right now it's basically just play now, right? And it's play versus AI, play with people, or do the tutorial. Yep.
You can also make custom matches. But
I just want the bullet points.
That at all. I always just play against other people. I always have a 6 stack. I will not play without a 6 stack. And yeah. I have been honestly thinking about trying to get onto a pro team.
Yeah?
I've been thinking about it.
That'd be awesome.
should do it.
Yeah, it would be sick. I would be very excited. But I know that I would be the worst person on that pro team, you know?
Well, you just said you're getting better every day.
I am getting better every day. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie.
Then you just have to keep improving.
Fucking good.
So what do you guys think about the nerfs to Widowmaker and McCree?
They were necessary and done perfectly. I think that both of the characters, like, neither of them are too hard to play now. Like, neither of them got too nerfed. Yeah, I think it was done well. I think that they did it right. They like saw what was wrong and they fucking fixed it.
Yeah,
at first I was really skeptical with the McCree one because they made his fan the hammer. They reduced the cooldown on it, but they also reduced the power of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, whoa, he's gonna be able to just fucking stun lock you to death. But that just isn't the case. He can't.
They were extremely intelligent changes. I was reading through them the other day.
It's Blizzard.
Yeah.
They know how to make a motherfucking game, you know?
Yeah. Well, they take what other people do really well and they just enhance on it. I've heard plenty of TF2 comparisons, but I never got into TF2 nearly as much as I just enjoy playing Overwatch.
I love
the characters.
You'll like it.
I love the characters in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Like every single one of them. I love them. I want to be friends with them and touch their butts. Like I love them. I love them.
It is a really cool cast. I'm excited to see what they do with a story mode or a more fleshed out narrative.
Have you watched the shorts?
I think I watched. No. Maybe I watched one on mute or something.
They're incredible.
I think I might have watched
them
the
all.
Dragons.
That one's my favorite, but they're all so good. So good.
So good. So good.
I cannot wait for more. I want to see, like, May. I'm so attached to May. Like, she's my character, you know? I can't wait to see her backstory. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, I think there's cool stuff on the horizon. Docs, do you play for, like, hours at a time?
Yes.
Yeah, you binge it?
There have been more days than I would like to admit that are wake up, Overwatch until can't keep eyes open bed. I'm not kidding either. Like, I might have a problem.
I'm sorry, just realized
it's the first step.
I might have a problem. I start laughing. I'm sensitive.
Quality problem to have.
Yeah.
To get onto a pro team at some point.
That's true.
But as of now, it's control.
It's good. I don't know what it is about Overwatch, but it's like for me, it's a short burst game. Sorry, I have something in my eye. It's fucking killing me. For me, it's a really, like, I get my fix after about 3-4 matches, and then I'm like, I can do something else.
I don't get it. I don't get how you can do that.
Really? It's funny because Battlefield I could play for the entire, like, 10 hours straight. I could sit down and play. I could. Not now. I can't now, just because I'm over what they had. But when Battlefield 1 comes out, I will be.
As soon as I stop playing Overwatch and start doing something else, I'm like, I wish I was just still playing Overwatch. Like, I'm not kidding. It's bad. Like, me and my boyfriend will sit down to, like, watch TV and eat or something, and I'll be like, so should I queue us up for a game? So that we find one.
Get the matchmaking started.
And he'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna go eat in my office. And we'll just fucking go play Overwatch. It's all we want to do, dude. He's the most incredible Mercy. He's ranked number 35 as Mercy.
Damn.
It's ridiculous. And I play with a number, I want to say he's number 50, Hanzo.
Good lord. Yeah, that's crazy.
Really good.
Yeah, your team doesn't suck, that's for sure. Yep, I will probably resort to watching.
So, Joe, who do you usually play?
I'm warming up to McCree, of course, as soon as they nerfed him, but I actually still like him quite a bit because I do okay as Mercy. Like, I found that I play support decently. Decent. I don't know. I don't actually commit too much to one character. It usually depends on the situation.
Sure.
But
It's big.
yeah, I am not very good with Genji. That's for sure. Not very good.
Genji is so much fun to play, though.
Yeah, I like
He's
the like
really fun, but he's hard.
skittering up the side of everything. And I just started playing with Lucio, who's another
I was
support
gonna
character.
say you would like Lucio if you like Mercy. Like that's a fun mix between McCree and Mercy.
Yeah, I didn't give him a chance. That's why I play against AI more often, because I like to spread out who I'm playing as and figure out kind of what I could perform well as. But then I never even end up going into a live multiplayer match. But it's still fun because I think being able to play alongside other people, I can kick the difficulty up, and I never get too frustrated with the game. But I also feel like when I've played against other folks, other live players, I've never gotten killed and thought that was bullshit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think that the
I definitely have, but
yeah, really? I've seen some weird stuff with hitboxes.
Really mad.
Something
I am
about
shocked by that.
yeah, no, I could never couldn't see that. Couldn't
I
see
heard
that
you
happening
last
ever.
night on Doxy Death Count.
Oh wow.
There were a couple times where you were just like so pissed.
Yeah, I get mad, man. I
Worries.
say a couple cusses, get the rage out.
Sometimes you got it. Sometimes you got it.
Yeah.
When I have a mute right in line with my mic. Sometimes I'll have to just click it or hold it, or put it right here and slap my chest, motherfuckers, and then.
I never mute. No, people need to know about my salty rage. Release it into the wild, it will just stay inside.
It'll just hover. I'm trying to think what else I've been playing a lot of. Like, this is the problem I have. I know I've been playing a ton of games. Right now, I'm actually reviewing 2 different games that are under embargo, one Monday and then one a week from Monday. I don't know if I can talk about them or not.
If they're under embargo, it's probably safe to assume you shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about them, but I don't know if I can even... I don't remember. I didn't sign an NDA, but there's an NDA. So,
Let's maybe play.
yeah, that's fine.
would
They're
hate it.
both great games. Like, I have good things to say about both of them in
am
different
excited.
ways. I signed up for... This is just kind of a weird thing. I did Origin Access. Have you guys heard of Origin Access?
Yeah, it's like EA Access, except it's on PC.
Yeah, so the big catalyst to this was pre-E3. I was like, man, I could really use some Mass Effect. Like, I just want to play Mass Effect 3 again because I think it's the most recent in memory and it's the most polished from a gameplay perspective and like looks the nicest. None of them look bad, but the mechanics I realized changed quite a bit from 1 to 2 and then 2 to 3. But I signed up for Origin Access, which is $5 a month or 30 or 40 a year or something like that, I think. I don't remember. But it is the same as EA Access on Xbox One, but you get a few different games. What is really cool that I didn't really realize, I did it for the catalog, so Mass Effect Trilogy, Dead Space Trilogy, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline, Dragon Age Inquisition, or Dragon Age Trilogy, and all of them have, like the Battlefield ones have the Ultimate Edition, so you get all the Season Pass content as well. So every map for Battlefield 4, every...
Damn.
Like, it's
a
a
good ass deal.
It's a bargain, like no joke. I thought for a little bit, like, oh, it's kind of a ripoff, but then looking at the pure content, yeah.
Dude.
And then there's smaller ones like Peggle and Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare is in there, I think.
Yo, don't you talk no shit about Plants vs. Zombies.
I didn't say it was bad. That's actually...
Okay.
The Garden Warfare is pretty fun.
It's actually really fun.
Open game.
What else is in there? Titanfall Deluxe Edition, which I know we are not talking about E3, but holy shit, Titanfall 2 looks sick. It looks so good. Older Medal of Honor games, Jade Empire is on there, I think. Maybe I bought Jade Empire, I don't remember.
The whole thing about the Origin Access or EA Access is that you have to use it. If you don't use it, that's where the money's being thrown away. But as soon as you start using it, you're making your money back easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you even get a couple hours in a month, like 2 hours in a month out of it, you're getting more than $5. Because Mass Effect 3, just by itself, I think is still going for $30 on Origin. And even on isthereanydeal.com, you can find it for maybe 10. When I pay $5 a month and get it.
Reseller?
Is there any deal?
Yeah.
No, it's like a price checking website.
Okay.
I
was going to get very mad at you.
No gray market for this guy.
Okay.
But yeah, so I played more Battlefield Hardline, and I've been with Overwatch, I think it has also inspired me to get a little better at mouse and keyboard, just because that was my biggest holdup. Was like I just can't, and I'm not gonna plug my Xbox One controller in and try and play Battlefield against these psychos that can snap aim so quick. It terrifies me, but it's been a rough road. KD ratio is not great, but it's okay. That is one other thing I do have to say about Overwatch is it never makes you feel like shit, even if you know you had a pretty bad game. It never makes you feel bad.
Injury, though, at the same time. Like, you don't even start at level 0. You start at level 1. That's so silly to me. Like, it's pretty silly. Like, you can at least
fine.
be like... I feel like... I'm trying to think of examples of games that are like, here's what you're doing wrong. Here's a tip for how you can fix it.
Sure.
I know there are games like that, and I always appreciate it. And I can't think of any right now, but I feel like Overwatch could use that. Like, I feel like a lot of people would get a lot less frustrated and do a lot better.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
But that being said, I can appreciate why someone would appreciate it not making you feel like shit when you do that.
Right.
Yeah, whatever. Just
Yeah, some of us are not going for protein.
yeah. I'm just here to have fun, you guys.
I never do bad, so it doesn't really matter.
Right, of course.
True. All right.
I do.
Okay. So I played a little bit more of Uncharted 4. Very good game. Very, got to be in the right mood game. You know, I got to be ready for a story. I got to be listening. I can't. It's not like I pop the Division in because I don't have to listen to anything else. I can throw a podcast on in the background and just play the Division, sit back in my chair and have a good time. Uncharted, I got to be listening to what Drake is saying, and but it's a very, very good game. It's playing a you're playing a story. So the other one that I bought at the exact same time, which was a very poor decision, but I'm very happy that I did, is Doom. Has anybody else played Doom?
I have not. No.
Holy shit, everybody stop right now and buy Doom. It is so good. It is just so self-aware. I can't believe that Bethesda is, like, for me right now, top tier, pumps out great shooters. Like, between this and Wolfenstein, I'm pretty goddamn happy with everything. The multiplayer I haven't even touched and I'm okay with, because to me, Doom doesn't mean multiplayer. Doom means
for sure.
just rip and tear, as they say right in the first 5 seconds of the game.
Scared as hell. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like they got the speed down, they got the overall aesthetic, they have like this really good self-aware, tongue-in-cheek sense of humor in the game as well. Like, there's computer screens that say demonic infection level too high. Just stupid stuff that you pick up on, and like there's a robot voice that sounds exactly like Optimus Prime, which is just a good touch, but it tells you, you need to grab this thing and take care of it. Doom Marine just grabs it and crushes it, like, just to be an asshole. Like, it's absolutely perfect, because the Doom Marine is just such a... I don't know, he's not... It's weird because I also think of a discussion I listened to on a podcast today regarding could that be done with something like Duke Nukem, and I feel like Duke Nukem just isn't that character, because it's just Doom Marine. Doom Marine's just a badass in everything he does, and just crushes and rips and tears, and that's all he's about is... Oh man, there's a part where you get a power-up, and you just hold your fists out like this, and then go around punching and ripping apart aliens, or demons. It's so good. And I'm not even very far, but I'm having such a good time with it that I play it in, like, one level bursts. I'm like, man, that was good. There's even a guitar riff that plays when you cock the shotgun right when you get out of the elevator.
That's beautiful.
It's pretty good, and it's like...
That brings a tear to my eye.
It's just the right type of hard metal music, too, that plays... Like, I would never listen to it just by myself, to relax, but in that game...
What you want to hear when you're fucking cocking a shotgun.
Exactly. It's just driving...
Like a super badass.
Exactly. It's great. That just right up against the fact that they may be doing something with Quake, even though we don't know exactly what it is yet. Like, that's... I'm really happy with Bethesda, just in general. They could do some things better, but Doom's really good, you guys.
I'm always pretty jazzed on Bethesda, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Okay, Bethesda.
Okay.
I think that's really it. I mean, I'm sure I'm leaving far too many things out. I did review a couple games, but for some reason everything is like flying just right past me.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think last time we were on, I talked about Final Fantasy XX2 HD remaster. That was cool. Looked good. It's Final Fantasy. I don't know. Something about Final Fantasy is just not striking me. And even after E3, Final Fantasy 15, I was like, I don't know.
Ooh,
I just
that
don't
was
know.
Rough. Oh, man, really? I was doing so well. I was doing so well.
You guys have both been a little jerky for me tonight. I don't know if it's actually me. My video looks good, so that's all that matters. But you guys have both been a little choppy.
Shaved a little bit more. Clean yourself up a little bit better, Joe.
No, what are you talking about? This is the look that people want.
All 6 of them demand it.
Yeah, I think that's it for me. That's it for me. Brian, what have you been playing?
I'll be honest, between baby classes and working on a new side project, I have not been playing a lot. Actually, I got really into finishing up Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. That game is still so beautiful. Other than that, I really haven't been playing anything. I did purchase Overwatch. It is preloaded on my machine. I can go play it at any time. I just haven't. Other than that, I had the Resident Evil 7 demo. I need to download it ASAP and play it, just cause.
Just cause?
No, not just cause.
Oh, it's a good game.
But I need to play me some Resident Evil 7 demo. But I really haven't been playing anything, so I am a huge disappointment to us all.
Pretty bad.
Oh, you're playing the most important game of all. Have you thought, like, this is your wife's first baby, right? So it could happen like any minute, really.
Oh yeah. No.
Like this time tomorrow, you could be a dad.
I know, scary, right?
It's crazy.
It's amazing.
That's crazy.
Like we have now the car seat is in the car, it's been checked, it's all ready to go. I was driving today and I went like, there's a car seat. That's messed up. But yeah, no, it's exciting. And last weekend we went down to Danville where we're going to be living in a couple of months, and we found a place.
Yay!
So that's
Nice.
very exciting. Also, renting a house with the bathroom in what was going to be our bedroom has a walk-in shower and a heated floor.
Nice. That's awesome. That's incredible.
That's like end game level. Like that's like what's going to be in my fantasy home that I end up in is heated floors.
It's pretty awesome.
That's incredible.
That's pretty great. So,
Good.
Yeah, playing a lot of the life game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's exciting.
And you're so close to leveling up.
Yes.
It's true.
Yes. Have to go from level 2 to level 3.
Oh, player 3 is about to join the game.
Seriously, it's weird. I'm not gonna lie.
It's weird. It's so
I'm so
weird.
excited for little HomeRow baby. I'm so excited.
Gotta get a t-shirt. Gotta get a
Baby
little baby.
Kylo. Yes. I'll bring him or her on when we after.
Fuck yes, I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
Awesome. That'd be a whole segment. Be a whole show.
Maybe on the show.
Yeah, just let the baby
We're gonna
talk.
have to set him up, him or her. I don't
Or
know.
we don't know.
You guys don't know? Oh, that's so exciting! Okay, I'm sorry. I love babies. Like I love them. I get too excited. But he or she should have another little square, another little. Oh, it'll be baby HomeRow.
Put one other right there.
Yeah.
Little baby HomeRow. I like it.
Awesome.
I dig it.
All right, Doxy. So it's just you. What have you been playing?
Okay. All right. So obviously Overwatch. I have a couple more things to talk about with Overwatch that I didn't mention, which is the loot boxes and all the stuff that you get in the loot boxes, all the like cosmetic fun stuff. I love it. I think it is amazing and great, and I am so excited that there are these collectibles that you like don't have to pay actual money for, and like it's just like skins, or like your character has a set of emotes that they can unlock one by one, and like You have a spray.
The sprays are awesome. I heard people bitching about the sprays, but they're really fun.
They're
What's a
so
spray?
fun.
Like-
You just
It's
hit, you just like hit T.
like a tag.
Yeah, and it puts up a
Okay.
picture.
On a level somewhere, like just little graffiti that you put on a level somewhere. It's so great. It's fun, and I love it. And I think that's really the only thing that I wanted to touch on. Besides, I have a question. Do you know? Can you split screen Overwatch on Xbox?
I doubt it, but I don't
I would
know.
doubt it too, but like,
I would assume no.
I wouldn't be surprised either way, to be totally honest. And then the other game that I've been playing a lot of that I am absolutely in love with is called Salt and Sanctuary. Have you guys heard of it?
I've
Yeah.
heard of it, but I've not
It
played it.
is incredibly good. It's a 2D, draws inspiration from Dark Souls style game, and it is as hard as dick. And fucking, it's incredible. It's the art is beautiful. They really bring some elements of Dark Souls to life in a way that you would not expect. Like, you know how in Dark Souls there's covenants that you can get where you can do special things once you're part of this covenant. In Salt and Sanctuary, you have brands that give you different abilities, and you get to use all of them once you have them, and like you don't have to like switch them on or off or anything like that.
So
and
like
it's,
Pringles or Bounty, right?
no, brands like a burn in your skin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a sick
okay.
burn.
And the lore in it is amazing, which I'm not going to go into because like that is not a thing that you're going to want spoilered if you ever get into the game, and I don't want to do that to any of our listeners or you guys or anything. But it's absolutely addictive. I had a friend visiting, my friend Death. He's been on the show before.
Yeah.
He lives just on the other side of the state, and we go and we steal him once a month for a couple weeks, and or like we have so far anyway. And like he basically lives here half of the time because I make him. But we there's co-op on it, and we co-op the fuck out of it, and it is just it's incredible fun. And one thing that it adds to the Dark Souls like is it is also kind of a Metroidvania where like once you get these brands, you have to go back to where that ability would have been useful in different parts of the level, if that makes sense.
Sure.
And it's so cool. It's that game is a work of art, and I cannot sing its praises enough. It like go and buy it. I think that you two, since you both have like an interest in Dark Souls but like aren't necessarily in love with playing it, I think that you would have a much better time with Salt and Sanctuary. I think you would absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
I've heard some really good things about that game.
It's art. It's art. It's fucking nominal. It's insane good. I love it.
Awesome.
Cool.
Can't get enough of it.
Can't get enough of that funky stuff.
I will say it's way more fun co-op than it is single player though.
Really?
I'm just thinking that it would be a lot better if it really was like Frito-Lay, General Mills, and
General Electronics.
Yeah, and that's what you took in there. You're like, all right, I got some Golden Graham cereal, and that will totally get me past this puzzle.
You just ruined my hit. You just ruined it.
Ridiculous. What else you been playing, Docs?
That is it for the most part. I just got an email yesterday did I ever talk to you guys about Magicite?
It sounds familiar.
Like way back when we first started, probably. It's another 2D platformer with a little crafting system, and you're like a different kind of mage every time, and it's a roguelike. Like once you die, you're dead. There's permadeath. It's fun. The people that made that made another game, and oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Like Roguelands. I think it's called Roguelands, but it's I think the same thing, only with like rogue characters, and I am really looking forward to getting into that. I have a friend who we're talking about co-oping it maybe because there is co-op available for it. There was co-op available for Matchlight too. I never played it, but I'm looking forward to it. So expect to hear a little bit about that on next show if we don't run out the clock on E3.
There's a good chance, but still,
There is
I'm
a
sure.
good chance.
I'm sure we'll touch on it. Expect extended shows.
Yeah.
Okay, all I'm saying is next week I have a pretty good idea. Joe's going to be an Xbot, and I'm going to disagree with him.
Probably gonna happen.
That's probably going to happen.
Probably gonna happen.
Yeah, just saying.
Probably gonna happen.
And I'm going to be over here all PCMR.
PC show, man. They gotta tighten that thing up. They gotta tighten it up. It was way better than last year.
The conferences are definitely way more exciting for console than anything else ever.
Yeah. Microsoft and Sony took it.
They also spend a lot more money on production values. It's sort of like the difference between looking at watching IGN's live stream and watching, like Rooster Teeth or something. Not that there's anything wrong with Rooster Teeth, but if you're like looking at IGN, they're like at like a stage and they have like a camera that like like moves. And Rooster Teeth, the guys are like have laptops like on their lap, like they're like trying to like type while they're talking on camera, and I'm like, ooh, yeah.
They're trying.
Oh yeah,
It's fun.
It's cute. Yeah, it's like that little brother who's trying to like, act like the older brother. It's like that. It's cute.
I've actually really gotten into. I've been watching the Giant Bomb broadcast because they just talk over, because they know the right time when to make fun of something and when to shut up. Like when, oh god, I don't want to talk about the conference because I want Doxy to watch both.
Yeah.
You can pretty much skip Bethesda. Definitely skip EA. Jesus.
EA was painful to watch.
I actually didn't watch Nintendo's, but I didn't watch Nintendo's last year either.
Okay, I can sum up Nintendo really quick.
Zelda.
They did like 10 minutes of Pokemon and then 3 hours of Zelda.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
I will probably watch it. I'm not gonna. I love the Zelda series. So.
It looks really good.
No, that's not the thing. But the thing is, they stuck to. We don't want to spoil the story, so they were just running around the open world, killing moblins and stuff. Like that was 3 hours of them running around.
I can almost guarantee that will keep me entertained, though.
Although, okay, so one thing, real quick. When they were attacking skeletons and the skeletons break apart and they're trying to form themselves back together like they're supposed to, you can actually pick up the arm and use it as a weapon.
That's pretty alright.
Pretty phenomenal.
That's pretty alright. I don't want to buy
the weapons though. I don't know how I feel about that.
But can you break the Master Sword?
No, this is very early. So he's like got a spear and a stick.
Yeah.
Is there crafting in this game now?
At least cooking.
Oh.
He's like sits there like with a giant wok type thing, and he's like bouncing the food in the air. You're like, what?
I did see some awesome fire propagation where there was a campfire and he like cuts down a tree or something, and the wind blew the tree through the fire and into some dry grass, which then like made this huge fire. And this is like just like
himself on fire.
My bad, my B. So I did have actually one more that I played that Doxy, you might like it. Did you ever play 10 Second Ninja?
Yeah.
So 10 Second Ninja X is coming, and I got a preview build of it, and it's a lot of fun. It's the same thing, just very refined. Like it looks a lot better. And
I should check my email. I might have something about that.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's
Friendly
definitely one of
with
those.
The dev, so
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. I did see Klee has a new game.
Yes.
Clay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I haven't
Sweet
had a chance
Christ.
to look. I haven't had a chance to look, but I'm very excited. I
Looks pretty
forgot
cool.
the name of it.
I think it's Oxygen not
Something about
included or
Oxygen.
something.
Oxygen not included.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And did you catch whether it's single player or multiplayer?
I didn't actually take it. I saw the announcement, but I didn't actually.
I'll be honest. I only flipped it on long enough to make sure that's what it was, and then I kept moving on. But it looks like you're trying to run a space colony and make sure that everything's happening properly. And of course, it looks like everything speeds up. You know, like, so all of a sudden you're like, okay, I can do the one thing, no problem. And then all of a sudden now you have to do 17 things and make sure no one dies. So it seems very interesting. I think, I don't know. I'm just going on a limb and saying you might like it.
Sounds like a Clay game, which sounds like I'll like it.
Yeah, I think that's that's a lock. Put the money on it.
Feel confident with that.
Well, I mean, we're coming in a little light this week, but I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Unless there's any other news.
What next week is probably going to be like.
Yeah. If you cue this, actually, I bet next week it'll be bad.
Yeah.
Did we do a 2-parter last year?
We were talking about it for like a month after.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I think we were.
That's a good point.
I'm gonna have to brush up on my case against Brian here. Wear my suit, make a legal argument.
Yeah, I was just to come in with notes, and I want you to get ready to present your opening statements. And
now the defense will argue that Sony.
Show. Yeah,
in my 63 slide PowerPoint presentation, I will prove to you that Joe is an Xbot.
You'll direct your attention to Figure 2-4, Section B.
By this graph, you will see.
Oh man,
here.
Could totally do it too. Anyway, well, I think we can definitely call that one a show because we will be up late next Wednesday. But Doxy, where can people that
you can find me playing Overwatch. That's pretty much it.
find me on battle.net.
Dark Souls 3 last night.
Yeah, but do you know what I was doing before that? I was playing Overwatch. Do you know what I did directly after that? I played Overwatch. Do you know what I did after that? I went to bed. Do you know what I did after that? I played Overwatch.
It's pretty tense.
It's been an issue. I have lost 5 pounds.
I'm on the Overwatch diet.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
Here's hoping they don't have any like DLC or anything anytime soon.
They are adding a character soon.
Walk around a little bit every once in a while so that you don't like get kidney stones and stuff.
My feet are bruised from sitting on them so much. I'm not kidding.
How does that happen?
I was kidding. I'm not.
That's a thing?
Yep.
Huh.
I always sit crisscross, man.
Yeah, so she's just grinding her bones into her feet. That's how long. Think about how long that would take for that to happen. Okay, don't think about it too long. After the show. About it.
You can find me at twitch.tv/ZER0DOXY, youtube.com/ZER0DOXY, and twitter.com/ZERODOXY.
Word. Quigs, where you at?
Yep. You can find me on the Twitter machine as Quiglin. That's QUIGLIN. I have not done anything with the old Twitch machine lately. That's probably just not going to happen until after the baby is born and I'm back in a place of normalcy.
No, you're done, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be working from home full time. I'm gonna might have a little time in my hands. We'll see what happens. But until then, just follow me on Twitter as Quiglin. What about you, Joe?
We're gonna slowly see the Skylanders collection behind Brian start adding up to Lego Dimensions.
But you can get Crash Bandicoot in Imaginators.
Fucking cares. I like Crash Bandicoot too. I am happy.
Play the remasters.
I will play the remaster. I will play the first one, and then after that, I'm sure I'll be like, oh yeah, other games have done this better since then. You can find me at twitter.com/Joe_McAllister. That's MCCALLISTER. I'll give you my Twitch, and I'm going to say I might start streaming. I'm not going to start streaming. It's not going to happen. It never happens. It never does. Never will.
There's a better chance I will start streaming.
There really is. There really is. Right now I have
because I still want to see Lego Dimensions.
Oh, yeah. dude.
That might still be packed up. I need to buy the Back to the Future set still.
I have Back to the Future, and I got the Midway Retro Collection or whatever it is.
Nice. Well, it's twitch.tv/Joe McAllister, all one word. Right now, I have a semi-legitimate argument that I am reviewing two different things that I can't stream, so I'll stick with that.
Sure you are, Joe.
Goo. So anyway, for the HomeRow podcast, I've been Joe McAllister, and until next time, see you later.